Previously on Ballz.
And what's going on there? But right now, Allister Coetzee. Ali, is that you?
It's me, John.
Hi, no, it's Darren. How's it going?
Dan, I'm all right, thank you.
That is good. Welcome to Ballz Radio. Thanks a lot for giving us a little bit of your time. We know you're very busy obviously with your flush out after the weekend's very tight, tough game against the Cheetahs, but not unexpected, I suppose, playing against those guys.
Always going to be tough. We knew that Cheetahs have really played one of their best seasons this year, being 10th or about to finish 10th on the log, but having to play the Stormers there, they just wanted to finish on on high, so they were always going to come at us. Also a very underrated side in terms of their set piece. They got a great set piece. You scrum well, they got a great line out, a contesting line out. So we knew in the weather conditions that we experienced over there, it's going to be tough. So I'm pleased with the win, getting away with the 4 points and making sure that we get to play in the playoffs, or making a qualifying to play in the playoffs. You need one more point this weekend to make sure of a home semi-final, which I'm very pleased about.
All right, that's outstanding. I mean, everyone was making a lot about how you guys had to get the 4 tries and go out and win the game. I mean, really, you guys have obviously got some kind of a game plan and a pattern, and you pride yourselves on your defense. So it's not like you're going to expect the Stormers to go out any week and go and just run in 4 tries against any side in this competition. And having said that, I mean, you guys need a point now to basically be at home for a semi-final. That's all you should worry about.
I think that was a pre-season goal, definitely, to win the conference, and we've done that with 1 game to spare. I would like to say that we prepare and plan for, to go score as many tries as we can. Sometimes, the opposition don't allow that. Other, circumstances like the weather, uncontrollables like the referee, things also come into play. But we're looking forward to this weekend, and yet again, you win the game first, and normally, when it goes your way in the day, and you make the right decisions, and you finish off properly, you get your 4 tries. And I'm really not having sleepless nights about not scoring, because we know that's the way we plan. We want to score. If we can score 20 tries, I'll be jumping for joy. And that's how we plan. So that's what I'm excited about this weekend. Despite what the weather conditions, the weather would be, the predictions are for this weekend. It's just that, sometimes people don't understand that is a philosophy. At the moment, what we don't get right is our decision making and our option taking, but we do create the opportunities. Again, against the Cheetahs in the rain, we had John Fury close to the line. The ball was slowed down. If we had quick ball, the next player would have walked over. Then obviously you get a penalty in front of the post, but the ground will slot it. Sometimes that's a reward we get for keeping ball in hand and attacking well. Then we had opportunities where Vali Leroux almost intercepted from our side position, where we were 5-on-2 people, players. We also just, taking the ball through the hands would have walked over, but again a penalty. And also another poor option that we've taken when Joe Peterson is back at here next to him against 2 Cheetahs. It's a simple drawn pass, which we didn't make a good decision there. But those are the things that we've got to keep working on. And I'm not getting frustrated. In a way, yes, but I'm not giving up on that. So it's work in progress, and there's an opportunity Saturday against the Rebels to see if we can improve.
I'm sure you guys will as well, and pick up the 4 points in that game as well. Those who say nothing's a given here, but I think someone summed it up perfectly over the weekend when they said, look, Stormers scored the least amount of tries in the competition, and are topping the South African Conference and won the South African Conference. So what's it all about? Is it about going out and winning Super Rugby, or going out there and scoring the most tries? Clearly, once again, it has proven that if your defense is solid, you will find success in this competition. And is that the first thing you focus on when you have your Monday sort of post-match video sessions and chat about the game? Surely the focus must be more about what you guys do right than the fact that whether you score tries or not.
Yeah, absolutely. We make sure that we don't guess, number one. We go through a evaluation process, which we call our green report. all the departments are basically on, and the first thing, whether you win, whether you lost the game. That's the first thing on the report. I mean, what you should ask you that question, and then you go to the other departments. Why we didn't win the game? Then you look your set piece, how the set piece was, what was the defense like, what was our kicking game like, what was our turnover count like, and so you go on. And for us, it's really important that you get 50%, sometimes lucky, 60% of the possession, and so will the opposition get the other 60 or 40? So you must be able to stop the opposition, and when you have the ball, the 40%, you must be able to utilize and see what we do. And what we do with ball in hand, I think our set pieces are functioning. The scrums weren't great, big improvement since the Lions game. Our line-out operated very well. Our driving maul was also very, very, very good this weekend. We only lost 2 from 9 line-outs. So that's the set pieces are functioning. So what do we do? Yes, we are creating opportunities, but we're not finishing. So that's the area that we've got to keep working on. The defense, the kicking game, all good, happy, and then you can move on. So that's how we look at it.
I just want to ask you, and obviously so there've been moments like obviously again against the Lions, second half suddenly. The guys went a little missing. It was a tight one against the Cheetahs this weekend. Maybe Stormers supporters have just been spoiled by the way you guys came out of the stores in the beginning of the season. I mean, we were sitting here saying if anyone has to come up against a Storm, especially at home this season, they carry on like that, they're going to be almost impossible to beat. Do you feel that in areas maybe the side has just lost a little bit of shape as we get down to the run-in here towards the playoffs?
When you lose a bit of shape, it's a number of events happening. When players concede a penalty, or you lose the set a line out, then you concede a penalty, then you find yourself in your own 22, and that has got a bit of a snowball effect. Some teams never recover from there, and the down spiral just continues. So one thing that this Stormers side, has gotten right. When a sequence of events happen like that, it's not to the detriment of winning and losing. We actually find a way of clawing ourselves back into contention again. And that to me is the most important thing. A couple of years ago, we'd lose all the close games. Now we squeeze out and win the close games. Yes, there could be concentration lapses, like I say, but it's from the one mistake. And I keep on telling players, when if all 15 of you make mistakes, then you are 2 mistakes. You might end up with 25 plus 30 mistakes, and that shouldn't happen. And we're looking at the error rate of the players and that. And by no means don't they try not to make mistakes. I'm not, there will be mistakes in the game, but somehow you've got to rectify them and have a plan to stay on task.
All right. Well, listen, congrats on winning the South African Conference again, and that's one job done. But we know just how much value you place in actually now going all the way and bringing that ultimate trophy back to Cape Town. And it's nice to see that there's a bit of a scrap with other South African teams happening in the playoffs as well. So who knows? Still very much on to possibly have an all South African final still here in Super Rugby. The Bulls and the Sharks still very much thereabouts. Just quickly looking ahead to the final round of games. Ali, can we just quickly throw them at you and just tell us, are you allowed to tell us what you think might happen in those games? I'm never good at predictions. I think
give it a try.
I am really useless there. But one thing, we need to get 1 point for the home semi-final.
Yeah. And
I can assure you, we will know where we stand with regards to topping the overall log. The Crusaders, the Chiefs will play the Hurricanes on the Saturday morning, so we will know exactly where we stand. And we will throw the kitchen sink if it's necessary to get our 4 tries this week. And it's our last chance in the round robin matches to get a 4-point bonus point try. So we'll do that. But
well, I'll tell you what, Ali, why don't you
irrespective of who's going to go through, we prepare, and we will never play games like your other finish second in order to play the Brumbies rather than the Crusaders. No, it doesn't work like that.
Right.
It's the next game that's the most important game. I would like to see us play a final at Newlands and hopefully a final at Newlands.
All right, just tell us then, that's what we'll do this week. Tell us who you think the other 5 teams will be in the final shake-up other than the Stormers.
Well, Chiefs definitely. They will be there.
And the Brumbies?
the Crusaders got a home game against Brumbies, obviously conference. I think will be the conference champs of Australia. Then the Crusaders, they've got the Western Force in the last game. Hurricanes got a tough one.
Chiefs,
tough one. They got the tough one. Fortunately, they are at home. And I must say, they've, with the captain on song, Conrad Smith, he's really playing outstandingly well, and also Bowden Barrett at 10. Now, for me, the big player that's not there is a little scrum off that's out for the rest of the season. When it gets to, top quality teams, and I suppose we will also battle maybe, with regards to our number 8, the 3 number 8s that is not functioning at the moment or available. But look, the Crusaders will be there, and then it will be a battle between the Bulls, the Hurricanes, and the Sharks.
All right.
I think hopefully we can have 2 South African sides in the top 6.
That would be fantastic for our rugby. Final one, Simon.
Ali, before we let you go, what is happening with Peter Grant at the end of Super Rugby? Is he off to Japan again?
Yeah, this is his last stint, Japan, sort of crusade, that he'll be doing that for the last time this year, and hopefully we can time up for the next 2 years, 13 and 14.
What do you do in a case like that? Because you've got someone like Andre Pollard ducking off to the Bulls. Have you got someone to fill Peter's boots?
Yeah, look, I'm excited about Gary van Aster. I think he's looking good. He's coming back. Kurt Coleman is playing for the Eagles, giving him time there to play at 10, getting some game time. And obviously we still have Burton Francis here with us in the mix. So, I think, there are still enough talent and players to play at 10.
You see, Ali, you guys are going to start paying these guys when they're 3 years old to keep them there.
Yeah, it's a different topic altogether.
Absolutely, I know. We're not going to get into that with you.
We're okay.
Cool, man. Ali, it's great to catch up with you again, and all the best with the Stormers, doing a fabulous job there again. And as you say, it's tied up that conference, and we're looking forward to, obviously you guys are in, but looking forward to hopefully seeing half the top 6, or half the final 6 playing, being South African teams. Thanks for chatting to us this afternoon.
It's always a pleasure, and it's nice chatting to you guys.
Cheers, Allister.
Tell the African grey parrot, Robbie Fleck, we say hi.
Yes, and our regards.
I'll do that.
Thanks.
Cheers, Ali. Bye-bye. Allister Coetzee joining us on Ballz.
We the best on 3. 1, 2, 3. We the best.
2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Mondays to Fridays live on Ballz.co.za. Ballz.co.za.